So we're going to get started like usual here. I'm going to get a little off center here. Primary center. So let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall, stacking those vertebrae on one another. We're going to chin tuck back for 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's maintain that length. And now we're going to do our head turns, 5 each side. Here we go. 1, back to center. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get into the warm-up portion of our workout. And we are going to do 4 moves here. We're going to do our cherry pickers with an arm circle. Okay, so our feet are wider than shoulder width apart here. We're going to reach out, middle, in, and then when we come up, we're going to roll those arms back. Okay, so 1 minute each move, 4 moves here. I'll talk us through them. So let's get ready here. And 3. Oh, sorry, my timer's going. There we go. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we go down, middle, inwards, circle. This can be done from a seated position too. Waking up the posterior side of the body. That's the back of the hamstrings and the legs here. Also getting into our shoulder girdle here. Nice big stretch, just going through your own range of motion. It'll look different on it, everyone. We have about 15 more seconds here, and then we're going to go into some hamstring curls. And we'll pull our arms back with that one. And in 3, 2, and 1, here we go. From the standing position, I'm really trying to keep my foot flexed as I pull that heel up towards my glute. However, if you are in the seated position, because of the nature of the floor being there, it might be easier to toe tap those legs back, okay, if you're seated, instead of the heel coming back. We have about 20 more seconds here. And then we're going to go into lateral side steps, then lateral raise. Side steps with a lateral raise. You're seated, it's going to be a lateral tap. You're just tapping those, bringing those knees out to either side, alternating. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. So this is it. We're going to go tap, tap. So if you're seated, you're doing the same thing. It's just with a bent knee. This one can get a little tough. So we've been moving the arms this whole time. You might start to feel your shoulders a little bit. That's okay. If you just need to take a little break to shake them out, you can do that. Just got one more warm-up move after this. I'm going to move into the rest of our workout. 20 more seconds here. And then our final warm-up move for 1 minute is going to be a squat with a pivot and reach. Get a little thoracic rotation in our body here. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to set up, heels shoulder width apart, squat down, pivot and reach. Other side. Feel a nice side body stretch as we rotate through the trunk of our body. 20 more seconds, and then we will move on to the bulk of our workout. Three, two, and one. All right, nice work. Warm up is done. Go ahead and get a drink. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm grabbing my water. It's just sitting right over here. Get a drink, and we're going to get into the first part of our workout here, which is going to be an upper body and lower body combo. We've got 3 exercises. It's our 45-15 format. We're going to do a bicep curl to press, okay, curl to press. All right, you could always do a bicep curl to upright row as an alternative if overhead pressing does not feel good for your body or your shoulders, okay? Then our second move is going to be a hinge and low row, right? So our hinge pattern, our feet are underneath our hips, toes are forward, hinge, row, pulling those dumbbells back towards our pockets, and then up, okay? And then our final exercise is a sumo squat. So we're gonna go wider than shoulder width apart with the heels of our feet, toes out, and lower down, drive up through those heels, okay? So 3 rounds through those 3 exercises. We're gonna start with our curl to press here first, okay? So let's grab a pair of weights or water bottles, or even take your body through range of motion here. 45 seconds to start with our curl and press or curl and upright row. Let's get ready. All neutral grips. My knuckles will stay out to the side the entire time, okay? Let's get ready in 3, 2, and 1. So if you're standing with me, I'm engaging my glutes, keeping my belly button pulled back to my spine. And I'm trying to control the motion on the way up and the way down with the weights. Two and one. Okay, recover from that one. We're going to do our hinge and low row next, okay? The feet are underneath our hips, toes are forward. We're gonna push those hips back. Here we go. Hips go back, low row, up. Think of a nice neutral spine and neck, and think of your hips and your glutes and hamstrings as lifting your upper body back up to standing. Two and one. Okay, rest. Next, we have a sumo squat. All right, so wider than shoulder width apart with those heels, toes out. You grab 1 or 2 weights. I'm gonna hold it right in the center. I'll lower down, drive up, pressing my heels into the floor so that I can feel my glutes activating as I come up. Good, 15 more seconds here. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that is round 1. 2 more just like that. Take your drinks when you need to. Remember, the timer is just to keep us on track. If you need to take a little extra recovery, do so. Here we go. Back to the top, curl and press. Glutes engaged, core is engaged. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest. Second move is that hinge and low row. Feet under hips, toes are forward. Right? It's all about pushing those hips back, right? It's not pushing the hips down, it's pushing them back, okay? Here we go. Back, low row. Use the hamstrings and glutes to stand up. And time, okay. Recover. Sumo squats are next. Wider than shoulder width, toes out. 3, 2, and 1. About 10 more seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Recover, get a drink if you need it. One more round. Starting with curl and press. Ready? And begin. Check in. Are your glutes and your core engaged? Provide that nice stable base for your arms to move these dumbbells. Woo. Three, 2, and 1. All done with those. Recover for a second here. We've got our hinge and low row next. Start in 5, feet under hips, toes are forward. Push those hips back. Here we go. Back. And time on those. Final exercise in this first circuit is our sumo squat. Wide stance. Whew. Let's get ready. 3, 2, and 1. Getting nice and present. Think about the sensation you're feeling in your body. Think about those muscles you're engaging. Three, 2, and 1. Nice work. Recover. That is our first block. Go ahead and get a drink. Whew. Oh, it got me hot, guys. So we're going to go into a short cardio burst. Longer than the last time I was here, though. 3 minutes. 3 minutes this time. Okay, not 2, but 3. 3 exercises, 30 seconds each, 2 rounds through. Okay, no break in between. We've got our slip rope squat, right? So I'm gonna go under and over, right? There's that imaginary rope, right? That I'm trying to go under and over here, okay? After that, we have our ham curls with our kickbacks, just like in our warm up, okay? And then we have our alternating knee raise. So I want you to think of a little twist over that knee, standing core exercise. Okay, so core and cardio combined here, okay? All right, 30 seconds each. We're gonna start with that slip rope squat. Let's get ready in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So, under and over. Remember, the idea here is to get our heart rate up a little bit. Try to move nonstop for 3 minutes here without rest. Do the best you can. If you need the rest, take it. Okay, you have to listen to your body, be your own best advocate first, right? 3, 2, and 1. Right into ham curls and pullbacks, okay? Okay, and the knee raises in 2, 1. Here we go. I'm trying to twist. Nice exhale as that knee comes up. Try to blow the air out of your belly button, like towards your spine. I mean, pull that belly button, like deflate your stomach with each exhale and knee raise. Woo! One more round of these 3, guys. If you're on it, I am. 3, 2, and 1. Back to slip rope. Under and over. Ten more seconds. 2, and 1. Oh, yeah, back to our ham curls. It's okay to feel a little uncomfortable here, okay? You're feeling that intensity, that workout intensity. Like it's not acute pain, but it doesn't necessarily feel comfortable either. It's okay to be a little outside of your comfort zone during exercise like this, as long as you're not getting sharp, stabbing pains or anything of that nature, okay? 3, 2, and 1, okay? Knee raise. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys. Whew. All right, recover, get a drink here. We're going back to our 45-15 format. 2 exercises, but we're doing our single arm row on each arm. So that's going to be take up 2 45-second intervals here. So we're going to be split stance, okay, and low row. You could also be on the back of your chair if you have like a higher up chair, okay? So split stance row, single arm, and then alternating lunges, okay? So I'll pull a chair here for demonstration too in case we need to. All right, guys, so back to our 45-15. This is another strength block now. Let's grab our weights, starting with our low row. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So I'm trying to keep my hips towards the floor here. Okay, pointed towards the floor. I don't want it to rotate up towards the ceiling. And I'm trying to pull that dumbbell back towards my pocket of where a pocket would be on like pants, on your jeans. Always trying to keep that belly button pulled back towards my spine. That should always be a constant in our training. Three, 2, and 1. Recover. Gotta get the other side now. Let's get ready. In 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Trying to make that mind muscle connection with our lat muscle, which is that big muscle in the back that's like behind the rib cage. We have lunges after this. Three, 2, and 1. Okay. Recover. Lunges are next, guys. So we're going to either use our chair for hold on to the front of it or the side of it, or just to have it right there, okay, if you don't need it. So pick which one here. Stepping back, lowering that back knee down, driving that front heel up, and returning, okay? Slow it down if you need to, because remember, the quality of your work is much more important than the quantity. If your quality is no good, and you're doing a lot of them, you're really not making any headway, okay? Quality will give you that headway, and then the quantity will come with time. Ten more seconds here. 2, and 1. Whew. It's been tough the last couple ones, I must say though. Okay, single arm row is coming up, guys, okay? We're back to the top. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, okay. Got to even out. Next side coming up. Get your drinks when you need to, okay? Okay, 5 seconds. Ready and begin. Five more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Back to reverse lunges here. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Remember, you can use your chair as a prop. Go through your range of motion. Okay, maybe how low you go down into that lunge looks different than me, and that's okay, right? Don't just focus on good quality movement in the range of motion your body allows you. Five more seconds here. Time. Whew. One more round, okay? Almost done here. Let's go back to that single arm row. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. 'Kay, that's one side. One more side, one more time. Deep breath. Let's set up that other side here in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Reverse lunges. 10 seconds, we start. 3, 2, and 1. Remember to hold onto your chair if you need a little assistance here. Take it slow to make sure you're going through the movement accurately. Quickness comes in time once your body masters the movement, right? For our continued efforts, prioritizing the quality of it. And time. Okay, guys, relax. That's our second our third block. Woo. So we're going back to a cardio burst. Okay. Different exercises this time. Let's give ourselves a chance to recover. Still 3 minutes, still 30 seconds each, still 2 rounds. We're going to do a modified jumping jack. Okay, modified jack. You could always do some regulars in here if you're advanced, okay? And then after 30 seconds of that, we have our, just like in our warm up, squat, pivot and reach, squat, pivot and reach, okay? And then our third one is grapevine, right? So I feel like we haven't done this in a while. 1, 2, 3, clap, 1, 2, 3, clap. Okay, so this second foot to follow comes behind and then back to center. Okay, so remember, it's kind of like a 2-step, but instead of doing a side to side 2-step here, when you come out this second time, instead of it coming here, you come out like this, behind, and then over, okay? All right, 30 seconds each, second cardio burst. Here we go. 3 minutes of movement, nonstop, starting with our jumping jacks. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Modified, maybe pepper a couple regular ones in there. I'm doing a flexed foot version here because it gets deeper into my side glutes here, but you can also do a toe point if you need to take it down a notch, okay? Point the toe on the floor here. You can always choose to take your hands up halfway. If it hurts to come overhead, maybe halfway up is better. 2, 1, okay. We are on to our squat, pivot and reach. Two, and 1. Now let's grapevine. If you feel like you're just not picking it up for some reason, just go to the 2-step. 2 steps back and forth. It's just that second foot comes behind the first a little bit as you're working your way over. Back to the top with our jacks in 2 and 1. Here we go. Squat, pivot, and reach in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, last one here is our grapevine. Here we go. Lost my train of thought there for a second. Three, 2, and 1. All right, nice job, guys. That was our second and final cardio burst. We just have one more 9-minute block coming up. Focus is going to be on upper body. We're going to be doing a rear delt fly. Okay, so we're going to be in our hinged position here. You can also do this seated. If you find you have some lower back pressure, you may decide seated is a better variation here, okay? But you're going to hinge, and you really want the weight of your hips to be behind your knees here, okay? That's what helps reduce low back pressure. If you're trying to like bend over and be too straight through the leg here, not have that angle, you're gonna feel more pain in your lower back. Okay, so hips come back, all right? And we're gonna go ahead and rear delt fly up, working our, can't get this camera to take, working our rear delt right back here, okay? After that, we are going to be doing bicep curls. Okay, if they start to get too challenging, you can do one at a time, okay, just to kind of offset that load. And then our last one is going to be an upright row. Okay, so we're going to be dragging those dumbbells up the body here, just like so, working on the top of our shoulder, okay? So let's see how we do here. And get started with our rear delt flies, okay? we're going to do 45 seconds each. Is that or 40? No, 40 seconds each. There it is. Okay, so 40 seconds each. Okay, let's get ready, starting with our rear delt flies, okay? In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So I'm keeping my belly button pulled back towards my spine. So it's too heavy. I got to go later. Keep it in between. Small muscle groups in the back of the shoulder. Keeping your neck in line with your spine. If you feel like you have a lighter weight, control them on the way down. Okay, take your time bringing them back down to that start position. That works the muscle, both the harder part of it and the easier part of the movement. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. Switching to bicep curls next. Okay. Let's get ready. In 3, 2, and 1. I can tell that's going to be too heavy. I need an in between these two weights is what I need. Three, 2, and 1. Upright rows are next. Okay, let's get ready. 3, 2, and 1. Dragging these dumbbells up and down the torso of my body. My elbows are above my dumbbells at that end range. Working the very top of my shoulder here. Keep those glutes tucked, okay? Make sure you're not you don't have any like excessive curvature in your lower back. All right, squeeze the glutes, pull the belly button back. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Go. We have 2 more rounds just like that. I'm grabbing a little bit heavier pair of dumbbell. I'm somewhere in between the 2 pairs that I've grabbed. Here we go. Let's get ready. Back to the top with our rear delt flies. Remember, you should feel like there's a small muscle group in the back of your shoulder that's really activating when you do this. If your weight's too heavy, you might start to feel a lot of area trying to help. But this is really an isolated exercise here. 2, and 1. Okay. Back to bicep curls next. Let's get ready. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. And time on those. Upright rows are next. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Keep those glutes engaged, core engaged. Final 5 seconds here, then we do it one more time. 2 and 1. Nice work. One more round. Okay, so starting with our rear delt fly. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Pushing those hips back, belly button to spine. Thinking about that small muscle group in the back of the shoulder. If you feel a lot of your neck muscles taking over or arm muscles taking over, you might have too heavy of a weight. Ten more seconds. 2 and 1. Okay. Final set of bicep curls. Same thing, keep that core tucked, glutes tucked. Here we go. Elbows stay close to the rib cage. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Final exercise for today. Upright row. Get your core centered. Here we go. 40 seconds. Five more seconds. 2 and 1. Nice work, guys. All right. That is a wrap. We will do a cool down here. All right, so grab your chair. Okay, take a drink before we get started. We're gonna start with our forward fold over the back of the chair. That's gonna help stretch out our whole shoulder complex here as well as the back side of our body. Okay, so we are folding over our chair, trying to make a 90-degree bend at our hip joint here. Elbows should be somewhere around the temples of your head. You can stay completely still here, or if you want to add a little swaying through your hips side to side and feel how that stretch deepens on either side of your sacrum, you can do that as well. Or again, maybe just staying completely still is a better option for you, okay? Good. From here, let's go ahead and kind of bring one heel up and then the other. Okay, so we're kind of like flexing and pointing our ankles here. Good. All right, and let's go ahead and flatten both and then gently walk them up. Okay, let's do a neck and trap stretch here. Good, same thing other side. And then we'll do one more stretch today. We'll do across the body here, pulling it over and down, okay? Breathing through it. And then same thing other side, pulling the arm over and down. We don't want to be like tucked up into our neck, okay? Okay, and then one big inhale up, palms together, exhale to heart. One more time. Thank you guys so much.